today it is October 30th and tomorrow is Halloween, and I have still not started to pack. Happy Halloween! So tomorrow is Halloween and I have not started to prep for Halloween at all. I have not gotten my costume ready. I'm not ready for the trick-or-treaters. So I thought it'd be the perfect time to bring you guys along. Halloween is pretty much known for the costumes. And costumes can be quite wasteful if you're buying them from big stores and throwing them away right after you collect all your candy. But they can also be super eco-friendly if you just follow some tips. There can be a ton of costumes that you can make at your house. What do you have at home that could make a costume? I could be an alien, I could be a mermaid, I could be so many things that I could think of just out of my closet alone. It could also be like a mom or something from out of your own closet, something you wear all the time, but just with a little bit of extra bedazzle or something like that, or glasses or something that represents what you want to be. Just a little bit of altering can make your clothes into a costume. The next best place is thrift stores. So thrift stores have a ton of weird things, a ton of things that people don't typically buy. So when Halloween comes around, it's useful to have all these weird items in there. And if you know what you want to be months ahead of time and you see something in the thrift store that will fit what you want to be perfectly, go ahead and buy it and store it somewhere in your closet for when October comes around and you're ready to pull out your Halloween costume. That way you can ensure you're going to be able to be what you want to be. I've found so many different things at thrift stores and I'm like, oh look, I could be a mermaid, I could be a fairy, and that way I'm not buying new. And then when Halloween's up, I can either put them in a box and put them up in my closet and save them for next year, or I can donate them back to the thrift store. Last but not least, swapping with your friends. If you have a closet full of costumes like I do, but you've been these characters and these people so many times that you're like, oh, I don't want to be this anymore, then swap with your friends. Be like, hey, what do you have in your closet that I can maybe wear in exchange for you being something in my closet? Or you can host a costume swap at a park and invite all of your family, your friends to come out and to put their clothes and their accessories that they no longer want into the middle of the pile. Just tons of costumes, and then you get to pick which ones you guys like, and then if nobody takes the rest of them and there's a whole bunch stacked up, take them to the thrift store for other people looking to be something that they can't find. So I'm at Goodwill and I'm on a mission to find my boyfriend a costume that somewhat matches mine. I'm going to be an alien again this year. I was an alien last year, but I just really loved the look and loved being an alien, so I'm going to do it again. But this year my boyfriend's in town for Halloween. Last year he was gone, so now I have to find him something that matches me because I feel like it'd be awkward if we didn't match. So this is me coming out with a entirely new plan, and now we're going to be anime characters from our favorite show. The next thing that Halloween is practically known for is candy. However, candy can be quite wasteful. It's really bad for us, and it's all around just evil. Just evil. Candy's just evil. But it's still delicious. Let's just be real here. So I am kind of a person that won't support it though. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to give it out. I'm the kind of person that would rather see a world giving out fruit and vegetables and fresh produce rather than candy. But If you don't want to be that person or you're not ready to be that person, then I totally understand. And I relate with you so much because I don't really like being the person where the kids come up to the door and they're like in orange, and I'm like, sorry, candy's not good for your teeth. The first thing being boxed candy. So there's different party stores that offer bulk boxed candy that have no wrapper, like Nerds and Dots and Milk Duds. All of those come in boxes that don't have any plastic at all to them. Now, if you buy them in that big plastic bag, that defeats the purpose, but there are stores that offer them in bulk, so you just like pick a whole bunch of boxes and put them in your own bag. I would recommend attaching a note that says, please compost, and then list the benefits of composting that box. And then that way the kids get to enjoy the candy, and then they also get to kind of save the environment a little bit. And then maybe that's the gateway and the opening door to them being as eco-friendly as you and me. The next suggestion I have is to give out items rather than candy or fruit. So some people like to give out recycled crayons, some people like to give out beeswax crayons, some people like to give out eco-friendly coloring books. So one year I went trick-or-treating and this kid that I was with got a book that was elephant poop paper. Don't know how expensive that would have cost to buy all of those for trick-or-treaters, but it was a little tiny notebook and it was made from elephant poop, and it was so cool. I was so jealous that he had gotten that, and I was an adult and he was a child, and I was like, I want elephant poop paper. But it just goes to show you, that was so much fun and so cool to be able to see that kid's reaction to getting something that wasn't candy. And there's tons of options. You just kind of have to prepare, more than likely the day before Halloween, so that way you can order the stuff in and have it shipped. For Halloween this year, I had a really good idea last minute that instead of doing tangerines like I always do for the trick-or-treaters, I'm going to be giving a bamboo straw to all the little trick-or-treaters that come up to my door. And it's really cool because then they're not going to be like, fruit, she's that kind of lady.